probability of them closing because they're literally hand feeding you all of their pains on a golden platter is way higher. And so that's why we do the process the way we do at Sandler with the survey.
Yeah. And like Jake said, the reason we say 90% and not 100 is because there's still going to be a couple that need rescheduling. There's going to be a handful that, might need us to just adjust the time or something comes up, those types of things. But overall, if the survey's done, we anticipate a meeting. It just might be rescheduled or adjusted.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. And I think the piece that's important too for folks to note is there's a massive difference between appointment setting as a full cycle rep and appointment setting as a lead generation expert, sales development rep, whatever you want to call yourself, BDR, and ultimately the culture of the folks that you're supporting. So if I'm an SDR working for someone who requires all this crazy qualification, etc., your job's going to be so much more difficult to have success, because at the end of the day, the more qualification you put in, the more stringent you are around getting people to have that initial micro commitment, the more difficult it is for you to get out and find net new opportunities. You're so focused on these ones kind of meeting these criteria, etc., versus whether you're a full cycle rep or somebody that's okay with just taking, I call these like activated leads, right? Hey, this person is in our swim lane, ICP, whatever you want to call it. They expressed a level of interest it's worth following up with when you have some time. Now, hopefully there's an appointment, right? We hope to get there if it makes sense. But even if it's not, to your point, you can always follow up. And if there's a level of interest, you can get to that quick conclusion fairly quickly. The beautiful part about what we're doing here when you add phone rate leads to the mix is if that initial conversation, we're cold calling right now, is happening via the phone, by the time you've spoken to them, we've already proved that these are people that have a very high likelihood of picking up when you cold call them. They picked up in the first place. We call that a phone rate lead. They picked up again for the SDR, or in this case, you, which means they're likely to pick up again and again and again and again. And so a follow-up is key. And so, James, I'm excited for you to get exposure to this and see what this might do to help you take full advantage of that kind of mindset.
I love it. I think actually there was another question here on James here. You recommend using a survey approach for any vertical opposed to a higher volume SDR, motion, booking, meetings, and moving. I will say this. If you care about your meetings holding and the meetings being relevant and them qualifying, then I probably recommend having a survey. Now, your survey doesn't have to be the most robust 3-page, 8-page document in the world. This can be a really simple questionnaire. They can spend 5 to 12 minutes, and that can be pretty ideal, right? You want to be able to gauge the level of their questions in that survey too, without going too technical in the weeds. You want to point out some pains and issues that they might be experiencing. You say, we are experiencing issues, whatever your vertical might be, and you address that pain problem, and you have them rated on a scale of 1 to 5. If you have, anywhere from 10 to 20 something questions, that's a good sweet spot. Overall, people that use this technique are going to recommend it. They've really got it down packed too. So, James, hopefully that addresses that question for you.
Okay, let's make another dial. Are you joining in at all, Racer, or should we just continue me making calls? I'm cool either way.
Go ahead and fire them up. If you want to make me some call.
Good, pick up the phone and start dialing.
You want me to get into the action? I can make some calls. James, are you going to make some calls today?
I don't have phone burner access. Maybe next time around. Yeah.
This is Dr. Widener.
Yeah, this is Dr. Alan Widener.
Is he? Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Widener. This is Jake Alba, Sandler Training.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. Hey, I'm not sure if my name or Sandler Training sounds familiar to you or not.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Okay, cool. I know that we reached out to you back in May, and I believe you were traveling most of May, and so you had asked us to follow up later on. So here's me following up. Not sure if now's a bad time for you.
I'm just doing some work here at home, in the home office.
Okay.
Go for it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be brief. I want to be respectful of your time if you're at home. So I know per our last conversation, you had mentioned that you guys were trying to sell a bunch of different massage chairs, and you'd mentioned that they kind of sell themselves when you do a demo. So I guess, is that your primary business? Is I guess trying to sell those massage chairs, or are there different layers to what you guys do?
No, just pretty much selling massage chairs. That's it.
Okay. And are you targeting like specific industries or just kind of any industry?
Just residences, residential sales. Most of them are people's homes.
Okay. And do you do any corporate sales? I know quite a few of these tech companies in Utah have these little resting or Zen areas, Zen dens, where they can go in, and some of them have these massage chairs. Do you guys reach out to any corporate offices?
We don't reach out a lot, but we do sell a number of those things around the country.
Cool.
So, yeah, we have done that.
Very cool. So I guess, I know last time I wasn't able to ask this, but do you kind of focus on all of the sales on your own, or do you have a team or someone that helps with the business development and the outreach of those sales?
We have 4 stores in the West, and I have a manager at the store. He pretty much just runs the show.
Okay, cool. So that's awesome. And I guess in terms of like how you, I guess, procure your sales, is it mostly people that come into the location, the physical location, and they're shopping for that, or do you do any cold outreach where you're trying to connect with people that maybe haven't heard of you guys?
Yeah, we don't do cold contact. We have a pretty good SEO presence online, and then people come into our stores based on our local online advertising for those stores.
Okay, very cool. So primarily people are coming in and shopping around, and or they maybe saw an ad online. So I guess, is it your store manager's job then? Like, let's say a lead came in through SEO, or someone mentioned something on a website, or are they then following up with those customers, or are they primarily waiting for people to reach out to them?
Yeah, they just come to the showroom, and
Okay.
then my guy will sell them the chair, or give them the pitch.
Perfect.
And then we sell a chair. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's awesome. We work with quite a few retailers, and that's why I was just getting a little bit of clarification. It's a pretty similar type structure where generally people will come into the showroom or a store, or they saw an ad online, and then they're trying to purchase a chair based on that. But we've been able to kind of help some of those stores to follow up with calls or even SEO, and kind of expand their outreach from more of like an order taker type role to, hey, this is a warmer lead. Let's go out and hunt for it, and let's bring in some new business on those slower months. I guess I'll pause there. I'm not sure if that's something you guys would be interested in, or you've thought about potentially doing to grow your business.
Well, of course, we're always interested to bring in new bodies, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never done much of the going outside the office. Wouldn't really know where to begin doing that.
Sure. And that's kind of where what we specialize in is helping businesses to have that type of outreach and show them exactly kind of how they can expand their revenue and growth. I guess, would it be okay if I made a suggestion, Alan?
Made a what now?
Would it be okay if I made a suggestion?
Yeah, please.
Okay. And I know I'm catching you out of the blue here and you're at home, but I think it might be beneficial if we were to line up maybe a 15-20 minute phone call to dive a little bit deeper and show you how we've helped other retailers to grow and just bring in more revenue based on that outreach that I had mentioned. I guess, what's your schedule looking like later this month or next month to get that lined up?
Well, let's see. We definitely got a busy month in I'm out of state now.
Yeah, those holidays they'll get you.
Yeah, it's pretty busy, but a 15-minute call, I'm sure we can fit in.
Sure.
What kind of a schedule are you working with?
So I have availability as early as this week. I could do, let's see, I could do Friday afternoon around 4 p.m. If that's too soon, then we could check out next week as well. I have some availability on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week as well.
Let's see, next Monday's not great. I possibly could do Friday. Friday afternoons are tough. You just don't know what's
I
going
do
on.
have Friday morning availability as well, if that's better for you.
Yeah, I can do a Friday morning.
Okay. I have an 8 a.m. or a 9 a.m. available on that day. Which one of those would be better for you?
Let's do 9 o'clock.
Sorry, which one? You're cutting out a little bit.
9 o'clock would be fine.
9 a.m. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll shoot you over an email invite.
That's Mountain Time, by the way.
Yeah, Mountain Time. Yeah, I'm in Utah as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot you over an invite for 9 a.m. Mountain Time. What's the best email to shoot that over to?
Alan, A-L-A-N.
In here. So I'm going to send that over to you now. I'm also going to send over a survey. The survey is going to help us to identify maybe some other top priorities that you might have and how we've helped other retailers kind of streamline some of their other, I guess, opportunities. And so that will maybe take, 10, 15 minutes to fill out max. It's pretty painless. Do you think you'll have some time to fill that out and send it back probably by Thursday, so I have some time to review that before we meet?
I should be okay. I should be okay to do that.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to get those both sent over to you now, but I'll plan on meeting you on Friday the 7th at 9 o'clock a.m. for a 15-minute conversation.
Sounds good.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Adam. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk soon.
You bet.
Hey, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Yes! That's awesome!
2 for 2. Missed. Slow down here. Slow down.
Dude, I'm way too nervous to make any more calls.
Slow down. That was fantastic. James, anything that stood out to you in that call?
Yeah, so something that's really interesting is a lot of times you get people who just might have a certain personality type, and it's more natural for them to not be as willing to commit to your meeting. So when you find those types of things, you can make them a little bit more comfortable and still chance to really connect, right? That's all you really want to do. You want to be able to have an actual conversation more around the thing, the thing that they're trying to do. Understand what their pains are, understand what they're really wanting to accomplish. And, if that takes a 15-minute call another time, that's all right. They might be in the rush of doing something else. They might be busy. So good work, Jake, seeing that and moving forward with it.
Thank you. It's it's kind of always unique when they mention 15 minutes, I can make time for that.
15, that it? So we've got about 20 minutes left today. And James, you're fresh and new and hot. Is there anything fun or exciting you'd like Jake to try? Because he's like a experiment machine over here. Something new, something exciting.
Jake's the experiment machine, huh? Okay. Yeah. I would like to see Jake try. I've seen the Alba pause, and you're just notorious for the pause. But I want you to try and do the Alba pause, not just at the beginning of an interrupt. Let's try mixing it up somewhere else, maybe in your 30 seconds. second commercial. I don't know. Is there a way to work that in, Jake?
I can pause
Love it.
anywhere you guys want me to. You know that.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that would be good? You want to try some crazy experiments like that and throw in the Alba pause elsewhere?
Silence. Silence is a weapon. I like it. I like it.
Yep.
So if we do this, James on the back end, can we clock it? Because we do have a record-breaking bull ride from Jake at one point on the intro. It was like over an 8-second ride, just all the way, and the guy didn't hang up. It came back. So maybe with the middle of it, we can see if we could break. That's a long time, but so two things here. One, we're gonna experiment with the pause after the opener, some point in the call, to see if we can gather some more information or continue a conversation. I like that, by using silence. And then two, let's see if we can clock it and maybe break a record, because that'll be really interesting to see if we can keep them on the line with a pause. You're gonna be so nervous.
Let's do it.
You're gonna make me so nervous.
I'm gonna use my stopwatch here. I'm ready to do this. So and you want to do that at the beginning, you can, for like length of pause, or you can throw it in the middle somewhere and see how it goes.
Okay, let's do it. I'm dialing now. If I beat it though, I want James Bowden, the master of all things video, to make me a rap video. That's all I ask. So think about it, dude.
Challenge accepted.
Okay,
He's in.
here we go.
He's in. All right,
Okay,
let's see
here
what we can do. On fire today. Man on fire.
Thank you for calling Search Group Partners. Due to COVID-19, our staff is currently working remotely, but we look forward to connecting with you. If you know the name of the person you are calling, please say it at any time.
Chad
Otherwise,
Olson.
press 1 to leave a message. I think you said Chad Olson. Is that correct?
Yes.
Say yes or no. Transferring your call to Chad Olson.
All right, no answer. Next.
Good, pick up the phone and start dialing.
Humphrey, this is Tyler.
Tyler, hey, is John still floating around the office today?
He is. Do you want me to transfer him back to you?
Yeah. Can you let him know Jake Alba's on the phone?
Yep. Can you hang on a second, man?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
This is Jake. Can I help you? This is John. Sorry.
John, hey, I was going to say, my name's Jake. Are you still in my name?
I'm losing my marbles, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, you and me both.
Like
And
Jake's on the phone. I'm Jake.
it's only Wednesday, too, so I don't know if there's any hope for either of us.
Oh, come on now.
That's true. So, yeah, I'm not sure if my name sounds familiar. Jake Alba with Sandler Training.
Not sure. No, I thought it was Jake Ellsworth, but no, you're good. So it doesn't ring a bell, but maybe. What do you got?
Yeah, I know that it looks like we had connected with you maybe towards the beginning of May. And I'm guessing what would probably be best is maybe I briefly explain who I am and what the heck I do, and then you can decide whether or not it even makes sense for us to continue this conversation.
Okay, which company are you with again?
With Sandler Training, kind of like Adam Sandler. Yeah, Sandler Training.
Okay, yeah, I did talk to you. Yeah, I did talk to you back in May. I got your email here. Yeah, I think we kind of talked a little bit, but yeah, does it explain it on this email I got from you from on May 4th?
Yeah, it explains a little bit on that email. I guess would it be helpful for me to give you a little refresher?
Possibly. I actually have a guy in here right now, but if you can give me a real condensed version.
Yeah, I'll give you a condensed version. I'll be brief, and I'll let you continue helping that customer who's in the store. So we work with a lot of different industries. Believe it or not, a lot of them are in construction, welding, similar to kind of what you guys do. And we've run across a few headaches that a lot of them have been seeing kind of across the board. So when they reach out to me, a lot of the times they're saying, hey, business is great, we're growing, but maybe we're not getting in front of enough of the right people to help with our growth and expansion. Something else I hear quite often is, we're frustrated because maybe we are getting in front of enough people, but for whatever reason, maybe we're discounting heavily to try and keep up with the competition. So maybe we're devaluing what we're truly worth. And then the last thing that we hear is, we're concerned that it's kind of difficult to hire A players and build and grow our team appropriately because of that. I guess I'll pause there. Is any of that maybe worth having a further conversation about when you're not in the middle of something?
Possibly. It might be better a little bit. I've actually got a guy it's a guy from our St. George location that's coming up here to kind of do some of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be better after we get him up and going. So we have a little bit more time to focus on, because we're strung pretty thin right now. So
yeah, when would that be? I can always schedule a time
we're hoping by the end of July he'll be up here. But it all depends on kind of what personnel wise happens.
Okay, and so you're the owner. You kind of run everything. He's going to come in and help you kind of run the show. He'll be your right hand man, or what will he do?
He's going to take over kind of the purchasing.
Okay.
Side of things.
Purchasing. Okay, and what's his name?
Lane Ashmore.
Lane, what was that?
Ashmore.
Okay. All right. So I guess, would it be better? I know you're in the middle of helping a customer. Would it be okay for you and I to schedule a follow-up for the end of July? And if he's available, then we'll loop him into the conversation as well. But I think it might be beneficial for the three of us to connect briefly. I guess, when do you think he'll be in? Like towards the end of July or maybe early August would be better for us to reconnect?
I would say early August is probably going to be better.
Okay.
It's going to be quite a while, training him to do some stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pull up my calendar here. So early August, I'm thinking maybe the week ending in the 6th. So we could do, I guess, is there a better day when you're less busy? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
It's all crapshoot.
Yeah.
Whatever
Okay.
works.
So maybe we'll shoot for a Wednesday. If that doesn't work, then we can always try for a Thursday or Friday if everyone can kind of sync up. Should I put down maybe Wednesday the 3rd afternoon about 1 p.m. and we'll try and connect then?
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
I'll put it down, and just give me a heads up beforehand. Make sure we're.
Yeah, I'll give you a call prior to the meeting. What's a good email I can send that invite to, though, so it pops up on your calendar and pings you?
It's John John H.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll get out of your hair. I know you're helping a customer. I'll get this invite sent over to you for August 3rd at 1 p.m. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, we'll talk then. Thank you. All right. Bye.
Yes! That's awesome!
Just birthday, huh?
Dude. How'd you guys like that pause, though?
What's next? I need that video.
Ooh.
How long was it? How long was the pause?
James?
Let's see. We're looking at 9, but then it's debatable. Maybe we could ask our audience here, because it was 9 seconds, but a few little mumbles, a couple of moments where he was, the other guy was. But 9 seconds, I don't know. Woo. We'll have to call the umpire referees on that one.
I mean, it wasn't a full. There was no full word out, so it was the chicken gone wrong. He didn't know what to do. He's like, well, what's this guy gonna say? Well done. He stayed in the cockpit. Stayed in the cockpit. So we'll count it. Ding, ding, ding. New record.
A little weird for me.
New record. I love it.
So I think that
get a rap video, right? Isn't it? Zach said, "Yep, we're getting a rap video out of this." Well done.
Yeah,
and one thing to notice here, it's good that we got the chance to Jake to get a follow up when we're in a situation they're in the middle of other things. We can't get their full attention to really dive into their issues. So regardless, Jake's got a good follow up, and he's got another meeting set.
What are we looking at? What are we looking at today with the stats here? How many dials?
Dude.
How many conversations? How many meetings?
I think 5 total calls. I think we've talked to 3 people and 3 meetings. That's pretty crazy.
Incredible. So, so those that are participating right now, we might have time for one more call from Jake, but reminder of the Headset Advisor giveaway. Headset Advisor giveaway. Just chat in your learnings from the day. We'll get you on the spinner for a winner for North America. If your name is drawn on the spinner, you're going to get a free boomstick headset brought to you by Headset Advisor. So make sure to chat in what you're learning today. In this next call, just throw them in the feed. We'll get you on the spinner for the winner. And thanks to Headset Advisor, we get this boomstick giveaway. If you are a bigger team and you want headsets, you can use the code YALA at checkout at any time, even if you're not a winner. YALA at checkout will get you a buy one, get one on headsetadvisor.com. So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you sound great. Even if you're pausing, you got to sound great, right, Jake? Got to sound great.
And believe it or not, Phil Brothers won a headset. After he won the headset, I'm pretty sure he closed the biggest deal that he's ever closed at his current company with the boomstick.
Oh my goodness, we need a follow up on that one. Can we get the brothers to just share his winnings when his commission check comes in?
The boomstick is legit, man.
This boomstick's driven over $1 million in sales for phone ready leads, so we'll just put it out there.
Do we have that clip of you Hulk smashing the boomsticks? You got so excited.
It's somewhere. It's floating around somewhere.
You can pull it up while I make this dial.
James, you'd have to pull that out of the archives. I know it's somewhere. You have it somewhere from one of the highlights.
If you have it, I'm making it.
So chat it in, guys. Make sure, guys and gals, tuning in. Put your name. We'll get you on the spinner, and we'll give it away. We got about 5 minutes left here. We'll land the plane.
Okay, no answer. Let's go.
Wait, they didn't pick up? What are you calling? What are you calling?
You have reached Trans-American Medical Imaging, a Canyon Ridge company. Our hours are from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Please listen to the following menu for your options. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. For a directory of extensions, dial 1. You can dial 0.
Forget how to dial.
I put the extension and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, just get no answer. Move to the next one.
Okay. I was like, what the? That was a weird one.
See if we can get one more in.
I remember when I put in my first extension number.
I remember my first head.
This is Marlene. How can I help you?
Marlene, hey, is John still floating around the office today?
Yes, hold on, please.
Thank you.
Ooh, listen to that music. Southern.
Dynapack Rotating Company is the industry leader in the design and manufacture of high-quality rotators used in signs, display turntables.
Hello, this is John. How can I help you?
John, hey, this is Jake Alba with Sandler Training.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Did we spoke just last month, didn't we?
Yeah, look, I think we actually spoke in April. So yeah, a couple months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that we had sent over a little survey, and I was just following up to see if you had a chance to look into that and maybe if it made sense to line up a time to follow up on that.
Yeah, I am still not ready for that right now, to be honest with you.
Okay.
If you want to put me off for another few months, that's fine. Gosh, I swear it was just like last month that you and I spoke.
It feels that way, right? Yeah. It's been going by fast. Yeah, my last, I think the last time we spoke was April 13th, believe it or not. So a little over 2 months ago.
Okay, so it was a couple months ago. Yeah. Okay, I apologize. I did see the survey. I have not. I just haven't had a chance to really look at it or do anything about it. I think back then I told you that things would be kind of smoothing out by now.
Right.
Or at least I was hoping.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to happen. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's not where I need it to be yet.
Okay.
So if I.
What are you thinking, like September time frame?
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, is something like that. Sometime in September, maybe we can talk then and just see where we're at, see if we want to start biting on this a little bit or something.
Okay, September 8th is actually my birthday. Do we want to schedule a follow-up for that day and see what happens?
Well, you can do it that day, or you can do it the day before or after. It doesn't have to be on your birthday if you don't want. So.
Okay. Hey, for me, a birthday is just another day. You know, some people are like, it's sacred. I'm like, it's another day. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll put a follow-up for us, John. We'll say that week of my birthday. What I'll do is I'll probably schedule it for a Wednesday. But I'll follow up probably the previous Friday, just to make sure we're still good. And then I'll send you a ping for those surveys as well. Those surveys are really going to help us to just target your top priorities and focus on the things that are going to be important for you, the company's growth, and kind of what you guys think is most important. So I'll resend those around that time, and then I'll put a tentative appointment for Wednesday the 7th. If that doesn't work, then we'll see if we can do it later that week or the following week. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I'll send you over an invite to your email, john@dyna. .com.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I'll get that sent over, and we'll plan on meeting hopefully on the 7th of September around 1 p.m.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Hey, thanks, John. Good luck with everything.
Thanks. Okay.
Hey,
take
talk
care.
to you then. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
I don't know if that really counts. Does that really count?
Stacks in the circle back. So was that an activated lead, or was that when you actually talked?
Activated lead.
See, they're starting to work, Starting to work. That's happened a couple times today for you. So, all right. Let's land the plane with the spinner and some final thoughts from the crew. James, it was a pleasure to have you here today. Let's take a look at screen share. Is this the right one? I think this is the right one. Can you see the spinner? Let's put it on the winner. Winner spinner. Whoa! Look at all the participation. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Hey! Look at that. You don't even have to go buy one, Derek. Ask and you shall receive. What? Is that like laws of attraction or what? What is up with that? Derek Sims, hit me up on the DM. I'll send you a link. And again, if you're in the US or Canada, we'll get you your Boomstick headset. Thanks for participating in the show today. James, final thoughts. What'd you learn today? If anything.
Me, final thoughts. Learn. We can pause as long as we need. There is no problem there. I love it. You guys never need to feel rushed when making calls, all right? You can be calm and collected and pause as long as Jake does. Beat the 9 seconds. Well, I don't know. I don't know if anyone can, but that was awesome. And thanks again for having me, Ryan.
I don't know if it's possible either, James. I've tried it and I just get hung up on. I don't have that smooth stuff. I just let it go and they just hang up. I don't know. It's like he's got a magic touch there. So Jake, what'd you learn? 4 meetings. What are you gonna turn that into some money?
Final thoughts. Final thoughts are it blows my mind that people use rudimentary tools or have no tools or process in place. And it's kind of crazy because you give them way more free stuff than anyone I've known. And the content and tools that you have to offer like can literally change people's lives. And so it's weird that you're having to over explain and try and convince people this stuff works. But we have proven today that like we made 8 calls, 4 connects, 4 meetings set in 54 minutes. So if you want to sell more, if you want your business to sell more and bring in revenue, it's like kind of a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you use phone ready leads? And why wouldn't you utilize the, like, not only phone ready leads, but the other leads, right, that you have that are prime? Like, people have already connected with them. They've given them information, and it's like a super warm follow-up. So I don't know. It blows my mind. Final thoughts are like, use this stuff. It works. And that's a prime example of how you can work smarter and not harder. And imagine if I did that for 6 hours or 8 hours straight. Like, that's insane numbers for a day.
Why aren't you doing that?
Because I got a lot of other things I got to juggle. You know that, right?
Oh, gold. I love gold.
Hurry, end the meeting. Hurry, end it.
All right, so we do have something we want to end with. James, can you take it away? I do, you know, sometimes when you're making calls, it's not as good as that. Sometimes people want to coach you up. So there's a fun little video there. And then James, I think you had another thing you wanted to share. Not McAllister, but
Ryan, is that a tie you're wearing, dude?
Of course, I always have to wear my tie. Sandler.
What the heck kind of tie is that?
My daughter got it for me for Father's Day.
Amazing.
Or made it for me, my 2-year-old. So
That's
happy Father's Day.
incredible.
It's my tie. It's my tie.
Oh, I love it.
I don't have control. James Biden is
All
still
right,
here.
and we'll do it live.
Take it away, and we'll end the show. The computer's frozen. You guys hear me?
Yes. Cowabunga, baby.
Fuck!